Okay, so I'm probably going to get like 5 watchers because I messed this all up. Um, I have sent Stellar a link. So we shall say, hey, Lily Rose Lacey, Flurpy Doo, I love you. Thank you. Susie, I love you. Um, Here's what I want to say. We don't have. Hey, Misha, I miss you. Uh, that many people in here, so I'll probably be repeating this. When Stellar does come on panel, I'm going to ask the chat to refrain from saying any names. I understand that my people, have my back. Hey, Vintage Gal, thank you for being here. But I miss you too, Brooke. You know I love your face. Um, because we're just gonna show them we know how to act. All right. I know that y'all are defensive, and but I don't want there to be any name calling in the side chat, and I will have to repeat myself. Thank you, Wendy. Warrior Grandma, I love you. Hey, thank you. Next, Stellar's here. Hey, Spirit Seeker Squad. Hello. Out of respect for you, thank you. Out of respect for me, please, please. Hey, Robin, love you. Stellar, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
I
Are you able
just
to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, thanks.
Um, I'll see if a mod can. Let's see. I don't know where my mods are. We'll let some more people get in. I messed up the StreamYard. So thank you, Brooke. I love you too, Kit Kat. Best behavior. um, so I don't know how many we'll get. It for some reason it wouldn't let me set it for midnight. It kept saying I was trying to set it to the past or something. I don't know. Anyway, so where to start? No, Kit Kat, I need promises. I don't. We're not gonna bash in the chat, even though I do. I did get bashed with some over at your place there, Stellar. But that's okay.
Are you talking about side chat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't see any bashing, but
Oh
if there was, certainly apology for that.
no, no, look. I went to where I know. Welcome back, Misha. Thank you. I went to where I wasn't wanted, and I knew that. So it's okay. It's okay.
Well,
I
it's never okay to bash. Sorry, go ahead.
well, uh, I don't know. You did a lot of it tonight, and that's why I want to do this, Stellar, and um and I wanted to do this because I do feel like you lied, and you said on your panel tonight, and you lied. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I mean, you and I spoke privately, right?
Yes, we did.
And you reached out. I mean, and you reached out to me because you heard me say I didn't feel heard, and so you reached out to me, and so you in that conversation, let me remind you, since you said I'm lying and that you never said we never said we weren't going to speak about one another. So I'm going to refresh your memory, okay? As best I can. I'm not going to remember verbatim. When
I
we
guess
first
Wen didn't get the memo. Sorry.
what memo? She can be inside chat.
No,
I
no,
didn't
no. I'm looking at her comment. Sorry.
well okay, but she just saying that you lied about her a lot, and is she not allowed to? No, 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 no. I mean, I want to be able to have this conversation with Stellar, okay? That's what I want. Side chat, please. All right. So in the conversation that we had, my first, I don't know right off the sentence, but I said, what is our goal? And I said, is it to be civil, or, rekindle the friendship, or just stop talking about one another? And you said, good question. You never answered the question. You just continually said that was a good question, right?
Well, I think that we came to an answer together, and I think it had to do with being civil.
Okay. But no, but that's not true. What we said was a good start was I wasn't going to speak about you on here, and you wasn't going to speak about me on here.
Well, I remember it slightly different.
Okay, then tell me how you remember it, because I remember it. I remember it well enough that the entire time that we spoke, I think that you could tell that I was near tears, and then I left there with a feeling of relief. And then tonight, you put that knife right back where you pulled it out from. So go ahead and tell me how you remember it, Stellar.
Yeah, I remember that we were both trying to figure out whether we should just completely cut things off or if we should try to be more kind and polite and respectful. And as we left, I felt the way you did. I felt like this was a great beginning, a great start, and we're moving in that direction. As far as cutting things off completely and not talking about each other, I don't think we said that. I think what we said
You're
was
wrong, Stellar. We did say that.
May I finish?
Yeah, yes, you can. But I'm telling
Okay,
you,
it's just,
you're lying.
Yeah, well, actually, maybe you are, but I'm not going to call you that. I'm going to be more polite. What I'm trying to say, my memory is that we didn't say we were going to completely cut each other off and not talk about or anything, because we already were talking. And I thought it ended well. But my understanding, and just real quick, is that we were saying, let's not, basically, I'll use an expression we always use. We won't be dragging each other. We won't be tearing each other down. We won't be going after each other viciously. We won't be lying about each other. We won't be attacking, basically. That was my understanding from that night.
Stellar, you're sitting there and you're saying that we did not agree not only in the beginning, middle, but also at the end, to not speak about one another.
In a negative way.
In a negative way. Right. So you think what you said about me tonight was in a positive way?
Oh, what I think happened tonight is, and I'll use an expression I use a lot, Randy. Okay. The truth is a brutal taskmaster. And all I do, and that's what I did tonight, is I provide a mirror. We have all looked in a mirror, and it reflects back to us who we are, what we say, what we do, our words and deeds. And what I did was I reflected back various things that were said. I didn't come at you and say, for example, well, if you want me to give an example, I didn't say, Randy does super chats. And when she super chats, she does it in such a way that she's trying to manipulate people. That would be a terrible, not just a lie, but it would be a terrible drag on you as in your personality and in your integrity. Instead, what I did was I simply played audio video clips. And that's the truth of what I did. There were things you said, things I said, but there was no dragging. It was just simply playing clips. That's a mirror I'm talking about.
Also, Stellar, let me hold a mirror up to you, because I'm going to tell you why you went live tonight, okay? And you can deny this, but I know why you went live tonight. First of all, you sat there on that live and said you didn't know my work schedule, when everybody knows I work nights. Not just you, everybody. You know I work nights.
Why would I know that?
Hold on. You know, Stellar, you know I work nights. And the one reason I know is because I've called you back a year ago, whenever we was good, decent friends. I called you from work at night. Also, I have called you on my way home from work before at night. And everybody knows that I go live now at night, except the one person that plays my videos over and over and responds to me. You don't know that I go live at night?
You've called me during the day. as well.
No,
I think we've talked. Well, I'm talking about over the course of time we've known each other. I think we've talked on the phone. What would it be? 2 times, maybe 3. I don't know.
2 or 3.
Yeah, and I
So,
recall you calling me during the day.
Stellar, what you said tonight, you said you didn't go after my character. Did you or did you not say that I tell half truths? I want an example of a half truth, please.
Oh, well, I probably can do that, and maybe just speak
Go
about
ahead.
a full truth if you want.
No, you go for it, Stellar.
Well, when you talked about me, and you've done it many times, about manipulating women when I donate money,
Mm-hmm.
right? You remember that?
Yes, I do remember
Okay.
that.
All right. Thank you. And then when we had our private conversation, it was the most important question I had to ask of you, Randy. And you remember
Oh, and you know
remember
what?
when I asked you?
Hold on, Stellar. Yes, I do. Because
Okay.
I knew what you was up to. Here's why. Welcome back, Manderlin. Love you big. So here's the thing, Stellar, is you don't remember our conversation that night. You don't remember us saying we weren't going to speak about each other. But you do, however, remember saying, Randy, what's the most important thing out of this conversation is that you don't think that I manipulate people with money. You
That
said,
was
do
one of the
you?
last questions toward the end of the evening. I think
That's wildly untrue. It
well,
wasn't
we
one of the
talked
last
for about,
questions.
well, no, I think it was, we talked for
No,
close to 2 hours, correct?
unfortunately, I don't record people when I'm
Well, I don't either. I wasn't recording.
but no, it wasn't towards the end, Stellar. It wasn't.
That's what
It
I
was in the
recall, because
beginning.
I'll
It
tell
was in
you
the
why I wanted to know that, because it was a question that has basically lingered inside me. Like, I think the one that probably lingers for you is why I was on a certain person's panel, which bothered you.
No.
And that,
Well,
and
you
that,
know what? I'll go ahead. I'm
what
interrupting you.
you,
Sorry.
no, that's okay. Don't worry. But you've mentioned that to me several times. So that's why I said, I think it's one of those things. That may not be the only thing, but for me, it had to do with the donation of money, having some sort of string attached. And I have to say that would be why it was very important that you would answer that. And you did.
Do I? But are you gonna, because you've denied this a few times. Do you remember when I called you and I said I absolutely felt um obligated to go live about Stellar? I mean, sorry, Tucker. Do you
Oh, are
remember
you
me
talking?
telling you that?
Well, I'm trying to remember. Are you going? This is way back, right?
Well, you've went way back. Obviously, you've went way
Well,
back.
no. I'm just asking what you're talking about. Are you talking about something that happened a year ago or what?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I guess it's been a year. I don't know if it's been a year. When I called you from work on my night shift and we talked about that.
Okay, go ahead. I'm kind of getting it. Go ahead, please.
Okay. And I told you, I said, that may not be true, Stellar, but that is how I felt at the time. That is absolutely how I felt. But that didn't sit right with you, did it?
Well, how did it feel to you? Because I'm trying to follow along.
Okay,
What?
because you always want, I know you, money for some reason always comes up with you. Always. And I didn't want to talk about money tonight, but I guess we can.
Well, it's up to
You
you. I
brought
don't
it
care.
up. You brought it up.
Well, right, but you asked me what was an example of something, and that was an example that came to my mind right off the top of my head.
Okay. All right. You asked me how I felt the other night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you how I felt when I said it. When I said it on YouTube, that absolutely was not a lie, Stellar. And I even came to you privately and told you that I felt obligated, that you gave me money to have me go live, or not really, that I felt obligated to do that with Tucker, which I got swatted for. My
Yeah,
life
but
was put in
Randy,
danger. You said you was sitting pretty. I was swatted, not you.
Randy, okay, now you're going into several different issues, but you're going back, I would say, when the donation was given, right?
Mm-hmm.
Way back when. Uh, that's you're going back to, gee, a year and a half ago, right? Is that
Well, I
right?
don't know, but I'm just let me the thing is you're trying to say that I was lying when I said you throw money at people expecting something. And I'm telling you, I was not lying. I told you how I felt at the time. I said it to you.
Well, okay, but that's fine. But then I asked you the other night, correct? How you felt about that, right? And
Yes.
I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'm just saying I felt good about the way you replied, about your
Yes.
response.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just telling you, that was the question that probably was one of the major ones that I had over the course of time that when things started to go bad, I'd say as far back as February or March. And the issue about he uses money to manipulate women, which I know is not true. It's a complete fabrication. I don't do that. Never have, never will. But that was being floated around. And so, yeah, I wanted to really know how you felt. You and I were talking privately. Our egos weren't involved. We aren't in front of a big crowd. And I believe you would tell me how you really felt. And I believe you did. So I was happy to hear what you had said.
Okay. But so how you were fixing to say, I asked you for an example of me lying or a half truth.
Right.
And you was going to go with, I lied about you doing, manipulating people with money. No, you're going to have to pick another so-called lie, Stellar.
Well, either you do or you don't, because when we spoke last, remember the private conversation?
So I can't feel one way and then say, you know what, Stellar?
Well, okay, then you changed your mind? Is that what you're saying?
I guess I changed my mind. The thing is I told you to your face that at the time, I felt obligated to you. I don't anymore, Stellar. Because the last time you offered me money, I turned it down. Have you made that public by any chance?
You want to talk about that conversation with the witness? We can do that. I don't care. We can talk about anything.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm just saying.
Well, you're bringing it up. If you want to, let's do
it. What I'm saying, Stellar, is everything with you revolves around money. Thank you, infidel lady. Sorry. I appreciate that. You have painted me out to be like tonight. Did you or did you not paint me out to be only on here for money? And that's all.
What? Say that again. That I have painted
that I was here for money. Did you not paint me with that brush?
No, I did not.
So the words wasn't said that me and Wendy basically wasn't here for money and what?
Not in the way you're describing it, Randy. I think I know where you're going with that.
Well,
but to try to answer your question.
Okay. Well, where do you think I'm going with it? Because there's only one. I don't know that there's another way to go, Stellar.
No, I think a lot of what happened today, there was conversation that included two people, not just you. It also included Wendy. And Wendy had, I thought, a very interesting stream today as well, right? And
I don't know.
Well, I'm all right. You didn't see it then.
No,
but she had her, she had family on, and she also was talking about the direction of her channel. Well, people were asking her about that. And so she was very candid about what she's planning to do in the future. I don't think she has it all fleshed out, but she had quite a bit. And so, in terms of, the direction that channels are going, we all know who's monetized. We all know who has memberships. Yes. We all know who takes super chats. We all know who has PayPal. We know all that. That is part of the equation. And I'm not blaming anybody. I didn't do that today. People can go for money. If this is a source of income or revenue that they want, that's up to them. It isn't for everybody. It's not for me, but it is for other people. But that is the direction some people take. Now, what I was warning about was what happened with Diane, and Tucker as well before that, is that some people, we better learn from our past, because if we're going to simply be on it for money, money has a very powerful effect on people. And we saw what happened recently in the drama community.
Well, I don't want to speak of Diane at all. Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. So basically, what you're saying is, I just kind of feel like you're trying to shame people that make money on here, and I don't know. You said we were on the cusp of something so wonderful and great, um and then you shame people for making money. That's how I
No,
felt.
yeah, no, not at all.
Uh,
I don't feel that way at all. I didn't say that. And I think for people who make it in a unsavory way, yes, well, like what the person we can't speak of, or Tucker, and there are other people who are scammers. Yes, I think that has to be brought in.
I
And
got to be
Mandy Bell
with speaking about any more in
sorry.
depth about Tucker either. I remember I was the one that showed you myself shaking, crying uncontrollably.
Yeah, and I also was bothered about that because you called me in, you and this other person, after you had been with him in private, right? And you told me basically that you guys were.
Let's go. Yeah, let's put it all out there. So maybe I can get swatted again. Go ahead.
Well, you should really listen to what Stewie put out. In fact, he gave me a personal video he made about that, Randy. And he also there's an older one that I have that he did way back when.
Well, when I stood up for right, I mean, I stood up for what I felt was right, but I paid dearly. Yes or no?
Oh, Randy, no one's doubting that. Okay. But please don't make it sound like, Randy, you're making it sound like I caused the SWAT. I did not.
Didn't. No, you didn't. You absolutely didn't. But here's the thing. Don't compare my channel to Tucker's channel, please.
I didn't. I'm talking about the other person whose name I cannot mention.
Now.
That's who I'm talking about.
Here's the thing, Stellar.
Don't put words in my mouth, please.
I'm okay. I'm not.
You're saying I did that about your channel. I'm talking about
on your panel tonight.
Just be honest up here, please.
I am being honest.
What you're not if you are, then don't say that I said it was your channel. I didn't say it was yours at all. And now I'm not allowed to use that other person's name. So I'm not.
No, I said I would rather not make this about Diane.
I agree.
About Tucker.
I agree.
What I would rather do is because you was on your channel basically calling my name. Listen, I wasn't in Wendy's stream tonight. Today. I didn't hear Wendy's stream. I don't know what was said, but you got mad. And instead of just talking about Wendy that you was upset with, why did my name come up when you and I had an agreement and me and you were all buddy last night?
I wouldn't call it a 2-hour conversation, buddy. I would say it's a good start.
No. I'm talking about I shared a private thing with you that I haven't shared with anybody on here, thinking me and you were building a friendship.
What you shared, well, I mean, am I free to talk about that?
No.
Okay, I won't then. But, sharing, to me, it's rather innocuous. It's important because, well, you know why it's important to me, okay? If you don't want to talk about that either, then I won't. But what I'm saying is, we're beginning to rebuild something. But what I did today, Randy, was, and you might call it, something that took us in reverse. I don't. I consider when you speak the truth and you show receipts, it's a brutal experience because people are faced with their own words and their own deeds. That's not actually a negative thing. If you think your friends are always the ones, and I think you do, well, maybe you do. Tell me if you don't. The friends that you have are the ones who agree with what you say, who won't challenge you to be a better human being, an honest person. Those aren't really friends. A real friend challenges you and gets in your face and says, hey, Randy, I love you. And you can be better. You're better than this. You don't have to do that. You don't have to lie on somebody. You can tell the truth. And because I'm your friend, that's why I'm telling you that, instead of the person that goes around and says, hey, Randy, yeah, ride and die, wheels fall off, whatever you say goes. And they let you slide and they let you go backward. That's not a friend. Those are the people a lot of people surround themselves with. I'm not one of them. Yes, I will challenge you. And I hope you'll consider that's what a real friend would do, Randy.
Okay, but a real friend wouldn't get on until their, opinion as a fact. Like you did tonight, like Randy lies. You still haven't given me an example of how I lied.
Well, all right, I'll give you a ton of them if you want. You said one.
Please, let me give me a ton.
Give you a ton of them.
Okay, but let me rebut one at a time. Go ahead.
Well, not too far back. Remember when you were talking about Sean Martin being a customer service rep?
And he is. Yes.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
I
is.
proved that with receipts, Randy, for goodness sakes. I showed
SHAUNMARTIN. Look him up right now. He is
Sean
not
Martin.
in the
I
legal.
have shown.
No. He is
Listen,
not in the legal department of St. Jude, Stellar.
I never said he was in the legal department, Randy.
Yes.
If I showed the receipts in his emails that he sent me from St. Jude, where he works, it says that he is a manager. He is not a customer service rep. I proved that over and over again. That was a lie. Now, that was something that, oh, I can't mention her name. She said the same thing. He is not a customer service rep. He is a manager. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead and Google him. You said he was in. First of all, you said he was in the legal department. Now,
no, I did not. That is not, Randy. That's not true. You show me. Now let's do receipts. Show me where I said he was in the legal department. I'll tell you what I said.
Do not present this man as being head of some legal department.
No, I did not. And if you don't, Randy, no, I didn't. And you don't watch my, Randy, honestly, just one moment. You don't watch my videos because I went through this very issue. You know what I did? I showed a email that Sean Martin, the manager, sent me from the legal department, from legal, where he said he bumped it up. They were looking at the situation of that person we can't speak of. Not that he worked there.
I didn't say we can't speak of her. I said I would prefer this to not be about Diane.
Well, I'm telling you about Sean Martin. And he is not a customer rep. He is a manager.
I'm sorry.
And he works with the legal, but I never said, and I showed that. My God, you don't watch my stuff. I put receipts out, Randy. This is what I do.
Stellar.
In his own email, he said he bumped the information up to legal. He does not work there. I made that abundantly clear. Please watch the video. You'll see the receipts.
I feel like that you presented him as being way higher.
No, I did not. I did not.
I feel like you did.
Well, go and watch my video. If you want receipts, go and watch my video.
That doesn't make me a liar. That makes my opinion different than yours.
You said he was a customer service rep.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know that he got promoted to manager of customer service. But you can
Randy, please.
Google him.
Please. Google him. I talked to him on the phone and on the email. This guy has been a manager for probably close to 2 years that I've been talking with him. So he hasn't just got this job recently.
You're telling me at this point, this man is willing to risk his job telling personal and private things to you.
Personal, private. He told me nothing but one thing. This is a whole conversation I had with Ash 274. Well, here's what he tells me. He tells you one thing. He doesn't tell you the name. He doesn't tell you the amount. He doesn't tell you the email. He doesn't tell you the date it was sent in. He tells you whether a receipt was received by St. Jude. If they got it. If you bring with them a receipt with an ID number on it.
Are you 100% sure that you're not tying up with Tucker? Are you 100% sure?
What? Go ahead.
Okay, no, I don't want to fight about Sean Martin. Tell me another lie.
$1,200 donation.
Okay, you're right. And I did lie about that. Absolutely, I lied. And what did you tell me whenever I talked to you and I said, I got to tell you that I lied about something?
Randy, when you own it, just own it. Don't justify it. You're doing well. You're doing great. Just don't justify it.
Hold on, Slick. You're not getting out of this one. What did you tell me when I came to you and I said, Stellar, I told a lie? What did you say to me?
After you told me, I'll answer that. After you told me where it happened and I was there, we're talking about the same place, right? We're talking about Sam.
Yes.
Right? Okay, good. Over there on that stream, and I didn't come in right at the beginning, but I did come in at the point where you were up there. And I saw what was going on. I saw the stress you were under. I saw how uncomfortable. And I thought, what would it be like if I were put under the same conditions you were? That was horrible. That was horrible. I made a response, and I can't tell you verbatim, but I can give you a paraphrase. Something like, well, I would have felt the same way, probably done the same thing. It was a horrible situation you were facing. Correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
You said to me, didn't blame you one bit. I would have done the same thing in your shoes. And then you went on a panel.
I never shamed you about that either, Randy. And I agree. We're in agreement on this, as far as I'm concerned.
You did shame me because you went on a panel the next night and said, well, what I said to Randy was, is that your final question? You never said that to me, Stellar.
Well, I think I may have said that to you when you asked me later.
No.
I'm trying maybe on Twitter. No, right, not on the day of, but later. But the question came up. They asked me, and I said, ask her if that's her final answer. I believe that's what I said.
Mm-hmm. After you told me you didn't blame me, you would have done the same thing. You got up on, it was Sunbury House.
Absolutely, I said that. You know why I said that?
Because you wanted to humiliate me in front of everybody.
I think that, you know what? You may be embarrassed by your own actions, but blame yourself. You know what? The truth has to come out. When I'm have a problem with the truth, challenge me. I don't have a problem with that. But other people have a problem with the truth. We all need to be challenged from time to time.
It seems to me that you have a problem with the truth when you could have just said, like I told you before, I would rather not talk about that. Randy and I have spoken about that because we did. And then you got up there and
Randy, what would have happened though? Would you have ever come out and said, hey, you know what? He did return it.
I don't know if I would have. I can't answer that. I don't know.
Well, okay then, but does the truth or does it usually come out? And should it come out?
More important for people to know that you,
Randy, you walked out of a situation where you had an opportunity to tell the truth. Instead, you didn't. You lied, and you did it to save face. And I said to you, I get it. We're all in situations at times where it's uncomfortable to be honest. I get it. I understand that.
No,
but in a way, when you don't tell the truth, it comes back to bite you twice as hard because it eventually comes out anyway.
Yeah, especially with friends like you.
You're asking me where you lied, and I'm telling you, and now.
No. I know.
You want me to continue? We can keep going if you want.
What I said to you was, tell me my lies, and I'm going to rebut them, and I am.
Okay, you want another one?
But hold on, that one I own. I absolutely did lie about that.
All right, thank you, and I respect you for that, Randy. I do. I respect you for that. You want me to keep going?
Please.
Stellar said he was Jesus.
I never said that. I said Stellar believes he's Jesus in comparison.
Well, okay, then go with that. Stellar believes he's Jesus. Okay, go with that.
So hold on. My opinions are, because they're my opinions, they are lies to you, right?
No, only the ones that aren't being truthful about me, because I can tell you I wasn't saying I'm Jesus.
Stellar, you had messaged me and compared yourself to Jesus, and I told you that.
And that's what you yourself, Randy, I could play it if I had the video queued up. You went back and said, no, he did not. Do you remember that?
Because you begged me to. You kept saying,
no, don't go there. Are you that? You're not a weak woman, Randy. You're a strong woman.
No.
You are a strong woman.
Here's what.
Sorry, but you're a strong woman.
Over backwards to be your friend. And I have a knife in my back right now the size of a machete. And you let your chat tonight sit there and act like I was the world's worst human when I wasn't even in the chat that talked about you tonight. Now, you asked me to walk it back basically because you were embarrassed, Stellar, about what I said. So
I wasn't embarrassed. I want the truth out. That's all I want.
You were embarrassed.
Well, you know what? If someone's going to lie on you, let me repeat what you said. I got this verbatim. Okay. Here's what you said, Randy.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got it verbatim. You don't have anything else verbatim.
You have a lot of. You said this on your nothing. This is your video, okay, or stream rather. Nothing y'all want to talk about, right? And that was. Here's what you said. All right. Let's see here. Stellar has given me nothing but good advice. Who knows the Bible in and out. Who wants to live and do the right thing. There have been a lot of hurtful comments about Stellar. Example, he thinks he's Jesus. No, he don't. I shouldn't have said that. He lives a life for Jesus who better to get advice from. That was what you came back from when who am I going to believe? Which Randy? The first one that says I'm pretending I'm Jesus, or this one?
You said, Randy, walk it back. So I
No,
did. But hold on, Stellar. I walked it back. But here you are still holding on to it this many months later.
No, you asked me what lies you said, and I'm telling you, don't ask me if you don't want an answer. You walked it back, but that's what you asked me. Here's the thing.
Once something is forgiven, you don't keep throwing it up in somebody's face. But
the only reason is you. All right, you asked me.
You went live tonight and said I lie. Opinions are not lies. But what I don't do is I don't tell my opinion as a fact. And that, sir, is what you do.
You know what I did tonight? I don't know what time you came in, Randy. I don't know what point of the stream you came in. But do you remember when you and Wendy were talking about, someone in side chat had said, hey, Stellar made a comment about German lady's looks, that he said she looks like an alien. You remember that?
No. Hold on. Okay. So let me clear this up right quick. Because tonight you presented that as we ran with a rumor.
You did?
I'm sorry. No, sir. We didn't run with a rumor. A rumor would be if some random person said it in side chat that wasn't there. Do you know who come and told us? It was German lady. That's not a rumor.
Well,
that's not a rumor.
Oh, wait a minute, but it is. And let me explain.
No, sir. No, it's not.
Yeah, no, it is. And I'll tell you why. German lady herself admitted she heard it from someone else that I had made a comment about her looks, that she looks like an alien. And I never said that. German lady ran with that, and she apologized for that. What German lady and I did is we had a conversation. I went over on her live stream, and she and I went through the whole thing. German lady wasn't aware of the context in which I said those words, which I didn't say she looks like an alien. I said, German lady, no, here's exactly what I said. I was right. She's an alien. And then I said, people will be lining up to be abducted. Now, that's not taking a shot at her looks. What does that have to do with? German lady started to remember what that was about. And by the time we finished, she said, oh, yeah, I was doing a phone sex prank on her stream, Achtung Baby. She herself heard a rumor from someone that Stellar had made fun of her appearance. She didn't remember it. And then I jogged her memory. She went back and figured it all out with me. And it did begin as a rumor. Absolutely it did. And she'll tell you that.
Okay. But here's the thing, Stellar. All right, then you said tonight the one thing they didn't apologize for, which you did say that to me in private. You said y'all didn't apologize for that. And I told you, I said, I thought we did.
For what? For that. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
And then again, I apologized to you in private. But what did you do, Stellar? You went on your public panel today and said Randy, they didn't apologize. Did I not apologize?
Because you and Wendy did not apologize about the alien comment where I am being accused of
Stellar
of talking negatively about a woman's appearance, Randy.
Stellar,
neither one of you. No, I'm not lying.
In private. I said, Stellar.
I'm talking about public, Wendy. Public.
So what? After I apologized to you that night and said I didn't realize that we didn't apologize for it. Welcome back, Debbie Dawson. Thank you.
That's correct. Go ahead.
I said, I didn't realize we didn't. And for that, I apologize to you now. And that wasn't good enough. Right, Stellar?
No. Well, actually, it's not. And I'll tell you why. It meant a great deal to me that you apologized, but it was private. Did that change the harm that was done publicly when you had, I don't know, a couple hundred people in your stream, all thinking that I go after women's appearance? That's a pretty serious allegation. That's against community guidelines. I don't appreciate that. That I expected, just real quick, I expected that you and Wendy both would say, hey, we ran with a rumor and we found out the truth. He didn't do that. And publicly, because there's a couple hundred people that still have in their mind that Stellar does nasty things like that, and he doesn't. That's honestly what I hope you do. Publicly.
And you know what, Stellar, fair enough. If you didn't say that German lady looks like an alien, even though German lady told us you did, We went with what German lady
She
said.
went at that time. She went with what the rumor she had heard. When she went back and she saw it was totally different from that. That's the problem with rumors.
Fair enough. But
okay.
Like I said, okay, here's your public apology for that, Stellar.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. I thought that my word was as good all the time. I didn't know that you had to have a public apology. Where is every lie, everything that Stellar, you have tormented me. You pretend we're friends in private. Then you get on a stream and act like we haven't even spoken.
Randy, if an offense has been made publicly, it needs to be repaired publicly. That's all I was saying.
Okay, but let me tell you, did I not say I didn't want to speak to you privately? I wanted to do it on a live stream because I felt I had been disrespected publicly and everybody got to watch and that they needed to watch. You said, oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do it in private. I said, okay, fine. I will bow down. We'll do it private.
Why did I say that, Randy?
I don't know, Stellar.
Well, can I tell you?
Of course.
I wanted to go private with you to be able to see whether I felt that you are serious about trying to reconcile the problems that exist between you and I. And after that private conversation, I felt that you were. That's why I was willing to go public. And that's why I'm here tonight.
So let me get this straight. You thought I was serious until tonight when you went public and brought me up after saying
No, I don't know. I just got done telling you that I needed to be in a private conversation where I thought, let's see if this isn't just let's go for views or whatever. I didn't want to be used for views. I didn't know if that would be what would be happening. I wanted to talk to you privately to be able to feel comfortable and confident that you are serious about wanting to reconcile the issues between the two of us as I am. And if I felt that with a private conversation, and I did, then we could do this. And here we are.
So you felt like going live and saying that I lie, that I do this, I do that.
Randy, what I did was I held the mirror up. I held the mirror up of what you had said.
Well, let me hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me hold the mirror up. Because let me tell you why you went live tonight. I can only go by what, and if this is wrong, what did Wendy talk about you on her live stream today?
She read a side chat comment that had to do with me. She read my name.
Didn't talk about you. She just read a side chat comment, right?
That's what I said. Yes.
Okay. So the reason that you went live tonight is because and talked about Wendy and me.
Of that? No.
Hold on. Yes, Stellar.
Not at all. Sir. Not at all. That was nothing.
Stellar.
Randy, think about it. All she did, and to be honest with you, it was such a nothing. I saw my name I wanted to make sure and see whether she was going to bring me up because she keeps saying I bring her up, which isn't the case at all. But she did read out a side chat. And I have to say, in Wendy's defense, she did not go at me tonight. It surprised me a little bit, but that's the truth. She did not. But so why would I go after her tonight?
Exactly.
If she did. So don't say that's the reason. Because it isn't.
I feel like that is the reason. And
there was no reason to, Randy.
You take away, you know what you take away from people, Stellar, is the way that they're allowed to feel.
No, you can feel how you want. You can feel exactly how you want.
No, I'm not. I wasn't allowed to feel how I felt with Tiffany Marie because you lied tonight and said I didn't want you on a panel about transparency. Let's tell the cold hard facts about what happened.
What I said was I didn't think you would because by the time we got to the last part of my presentation on transparency, yes, it was. That definitely Diane was not going to like it because when I gave that presentation over on Tiffany Marie's way back when.
But you don't do presentations, you said.
Well, no, listen, let me finish. You guys had fired up a live stream and it was a positive one. The title of it, I can't remember the name of it exactly, but you guys were singing my praises. In other words, look at Stellar. He's over there saying things we want to hear. But by the time that finished, and it was a fairly long one, I don't know what it was, 2 or 3 hours. By the time that got over, we got to the part where everybody, and I challenged, well, you know what I'm talking about, to also be transparent. That's when everything changed at that point. That's not something you would have wanted me to do, or definitely not something she would have wanted on her stream. But I would have said it verbatim, word for word, didn't matter where I was. I think what happens here, may I say this, Randy? One of the biggest problems I've noticed, people aren't upset as much about what you say. They're upset about where you say it. I happen to be over on Tiffany Marie's, and I understand why that ticked you off. I get it.
But was you honest with that? Hold on. Now let me tell everybody why. Because Corey kept making videos. Stellar, where are you? Stellar. Well, I didn't bother you at that time. Why?
I remember those, yeah.
Hold on. Yeah. Why didn't I bother you? Because you told me I'm leaving the drama community. I want nothing to do with it. I did not come to you with any woes about what was going on. Only because you said you were leaving. Then I found out you're going to be on Tiffany Marie's panel. I called you crying my eyes out because you are, quote unquote, like a father to me, an adopted daughter, you said. I call you crying. I said, Stellar. She said, my mom is going to drag me into hell. And you said, well, I already told her I was going to go.
You want me to respond?
Yeah.
Randy, and you're talking about...
So go ahead.
You're talking about Tiffany Marie, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. That comment, and correct me if I'm wrong, that was made before I really was around. I think that goes back... How far back does that go, number one?
It went about 2 weeks before you went on her panel. It went pretty far back, I guess. 2 weeks before you was on the panel, maybe even a week.
It wasn't okay. So this doesn't go back. All right, I'm just asking because I don't remember being. At least I don't recall being. I don't know where it was said. Was it said on a side chat? Was it said on a panel? I have no idea.
On a panel to me, to my face, 2 or 3 times.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. Whenever that was originally said, I don't believe that. I'm sure I wasn't there to hear it, but as far as being even around in the drama community, that I do not know. So when I did actually hear about it, it was secondhand, and it was after it had been said originally. Do I approve?
From me?
No, I'm talking about it. There are lots of people who have brought that up. Okay, lots of people. What I'm trying to say is, a comment like that is not the only thing that defines us. I would not, if she had said that when I was on her panel, I would have challenged her. I would have condemned it. In fact, let me finish, if I may, please. Mm-hmm. Randy, there was a conversation that I had live, a live stream, and I was talking to Corey Chainsaw about, who is another one that you've had, the two of you, right? So things have been said, very unfavorable things, very horrible things. And I challenged her and I condemned her statement, not once, but twice in her presence. And and this is all verifiable. She apologized in her, perhaps the only way she could. And I thought, my God, at least there's something good, a good direction that we're heading with this. Sometimes we have to retrace our steps and go back and wait, I'm not quite done. I'm not quite done.
I know, but you're not. But you're going around it. I'm not right now. I'm not.
I'm trying to say to you, Randy, that when you go on someone's panel, you go on a panel with someone who has, all of us, made terrible mistakes in the past. No one has clean hands on here. Okay, including myself.
Let me tell everybody the difference. The difference in our loyalty, as I love you like my adopted daughter. We spoke. You warned me about weather, and I thought we were friends. When Jenny Jen, who doesn't like you, you don't like her, she's my friend. We were friends, me and Jenny. But when she talked about you at all, I left voice chat. I left streams. I wouldn't say anything about you. I wouldn't be in anywhere near anybody was saying anything bad about you. So when I called you and I said, please don't go on this panel, this is what this person did to me.
I'm not sure. When did you do that?
Right before you went on the panel. The night that right
before. A phone?
You
said a phone call, Randy? Is that what you said?
It was a phone call.
Yeah, that doesn't ring a bell, but go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, it doesn't. What?
Yeah, I don't recall a phone call telling me not to go on her panel. Does not.
Stellar,
no.
I called you right.
I'm telling you what I remember, and I do not remember that.
I called you right before you went on that panel.
No, I don't recall that. What did I say?
You said, well, I got to be honest with you, Randy. Yeah, I'm going up there and I'm going to, I don't think you said, I don't think she's going to like what I have to say because I'm just going to speak the truth. And that's exactly what you said. And I said, Stellar, she said, my mom is going to drag me to hell.
Randy,
and you said,
okay, go ahead.
And I said, come on panel with me then. I said to you, I thought you didn't want to end the drama. I thought you left the drama community.
All right, but at that time, Randy, I had agreed to come on her panel. Let me explain something because you're trying.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to talk.
Okay, well, I thought I got to jump in here, but go ahead. We're both jumping in. Go ahead, Randy.
You said to me, I was stunned because I said, come with me on this panel and we can talk about this stuff. And you said, oh, I already have this plan. I already told her I would. And I said to you, wow.
Okay, can I explain now or go ahead?
Well, I don't know. Can you? Because now you're saying that phone call didn't happen.
No. I'm saying that it's quite a long time ago. I don't remember it, but I'm just trying to say if that has actually went down, that's fine. But I want to explain to you why I went on her panel because I think that's the biggest problem you have. Correct? Is that the biggest problem?
No, that's just one of them. But I'm telling you, that's
no. Well, let's take them one at a time, like you're saying about me.
Right. Well, that's where it started. Because didn't you say tonight? Didn't you say tonight? I have so much against Randy and so many problems with Randy.
I have a lot of issues, Randy, from things you've said. Yes, but let's stick with that. Let's stay on topic. Can we stay? I mean, if you want to, I'm just saying. You mentioned about the Tiffany Marie stream, and I would like to respond.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. When I went up on her stream, knowing what you had said, she made this comment about you and your mother. Okay. Mm-hmm. All of that being said, I hope that what I tried to indicate to you, because my recollection of it isn't actually real crystal clear right now, but I would have said something like, you know what, that won't come up. If it does, I'll condemn it. I'll absolutely not let her go that direction because I'm not even up there for that. This has nothing to do with something like that was said in the past. It has something that we're dealing with entirely. That's conflation. It's a whole different issue. We're talking about fraud. We're talking about St. Jude.
You want to talk about conflation, but is that not what you did today with me, Diane, Wendy? We are three separate entities. That is not what you did.
Hold on. You're jumping off this topic to something else. Do you want to finish this?
No, sir. No, you're jumping off.
I'm still talking about Tiffany Marie and why I went up there. Do you want me to finish that before we go on to something else?
I don't know, Stellar, because all you had,
well, it's up to you.
You know what you could have said? You could have said, Randy, one of two things. I never felt that way about you. We were never friends. Or, Randy, I'm so sorry that you were that hurt because you were crying. I was crying on the phone to you, even though you don't remember it. Crying. But instead, you want to explain why you went on somebody's panel that said that. And it was fresh. It was new. So if you don't
want to hear my comment, then I won't say it. I'm just letting you However you want to do this, go ahead.
It's like I feel like you're waiting on your turn to speak and you're not hearing what I'm saying.
Randy, I know you got hurt. I feel bad about that. Okay. But I wasn't going to let that happen again. If she was going to bring that up, so I'm trying to tell you, I wasn't going to let that happen. I wasn't up there to crucify you. I wasn't up there for anybody to drag you like it happened in the past. Okay. I went up there to talk about transparency. And that's all I talked about. How did it turn out, Randy? How did that evening turn out?
I don't know how it turned out for you.
No, I'm talking about.
How did it turn out, Stellar?
You guys did a video about it. You guys did a big, huge stream over there on the woman who I can't mention. And it was a very positive one. That's how it turned out.
For everyone just joining, I didn't tell him he couldn't mention. I said, I don't want this to be about Diane.
Sometimes it's hard not to, though. We're talking about old issues.
No, it absolutely doesn't have to. I don't understand why people can't have a stream without bringing her up.
Well, we're talking about something that had a lot to do. And when I went over to Tiffany Marie's, you're upset about that. The reason I was there was because of said person.
But the thing is, Stellar, is that wasn't, I came to you as someone that was saying, Randy, you have bad weather coming your way. Please be careful. I care about you. I care about your family.
I do.
And then you got up there and showed me exactly how much you cared about me and my family.
So my going on Tiffany Marie's is a meaning I don't like you anymore. That somehow what does that mean?
What? Whenever I left every chat of my friend, that if she was even going to bring your name up.
Randy, it's impossible for anybody to be on social media, or certainly in the drama community, without talking to somebody on side chat and they get mad at you. To her credit, German lady said the same thing to me. No. Why is he over there on Bombshells? We all get
oranges.
We're talking about
on a panel with a woman who said to me that she has no doubt that my mother is gonna come and drag me to hell. And you went.
She didn't say that. She did not bring that up that night. I wouldn't have allowed it. I would have walked off the panel. I wouldn't have been a part of that.
Taylor, but before you went on the panel, it had just happened. It was fresh. It was new, and you did do that. You did.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
You did. You stabbed me in the back.
You want me to own something that I do not remember. I don't think that's right. What I'm trying to say to you is you may have said that, but I would think if you had, I would have remembered it. If you're trying to say, well, what an ogre, he doesn't care about your feelings. I care about your feelings, but I also care about.
No, sir, you do not care about my feelings, and you proved that tonight. Because
if you're saying I care about Randy, I care about your feelings. If I agree with you, then perhaps that makes sense to me. Because you're not always going to get me to agree with you. I'm not a ride and die. Well, okay, but I'm not a ride and die friend. I'm a person. You know what I told you a long time ago, Randy? I don't know if you remember this. I said to you, and I want to remind you of something you said to me too. But I said to you, your only real friend on social media is the truth and those who stand with the truth. Now, let me say something I've learned about women. Okay, and this is probably not true of every woman. Okay, I'm generalizing, but women will laugh at you. Some of them, if you say to them, well, why don't you just challenge her to tell the truth? And she'll say, no, I'm with her. I don't care what she says. I'm her friend and I'll defend her. And I know people that you know very well that you love very much and they love you. And that's exactly how they feel. I'm not that type of person. My friend is the truth and those who stand with the truth, even if it's inconvenient. You know what you said to me a long time ago, Randy? You said to me, first time I'm really getting to know you, you said, hey, Stellar, I hope I don't let you down. Do you remember you saying that?
Probably.
Yeah, you said that.
No, I don't remember saying it, but probably.
Yeah, you did say that to me. I always wondered about it. I reflected on that. I thought, well, what is she talking about? Why would she let me down?
Because but probably because I was in a drama community, and you made me feel special. You made me feel loved.
You are special and you are loved. You know, if here's what you don't get about Randy, this is what you don't get about me. This is what probably a lot of people don't get about me. When I challenge the shit out of people, I won't do that for somebody I don't care about. Let me be really nasty.
Me tonight. You went live about me tonight when I ain't done shit.
Oh, yeah, you didn't listen. Let me tell you who I don't care about. And I'm sorry to say this, and I'll probably regret saying this. Okay?
Then don't say it if you're going to regret it.
Well, I don't know if I'll be regretting it, but there is somebody that I don't care much about. And I wouldn't spend this kind of time with her. I wouldn't go on panel with her. I wouldn't waste my breath. But what you don't get is I will challenge the shit out of you, and I expect you to do the same to me.
I am challenging you, but you're backpedaling.
Because I'm not. Because we care about each other, Randy, and that's what friends do. The fair weather friends that say, "Oh, I'm just gonna whatever Randy says, I'll just agree with because if I disagree, she might not let me remain in her circle of friends." Those aren't friends.
I don't do that though, and you know
I'm not saying you do. I'm saying people around you do.
I'm
people
speaking
around you.
Only about myself though. I'm not speaking about this. This is where you put us on the same. Okay, I am not Wendy. I'm Randy. I didn't have a stream today where somebody said your name. Okay. You had no reason to bring my name up tonight, Stellar.
Oh, I had plenty of reason. You think I dragged you today? You weren't being dragged.
No.
You were being challenged to be a better human being. That's what you were. That's what happened.
If you really look at it, you to be a better human being.
And I appreciate that. Thank you. I hope you appreciate what I do. I know it's tough love. It's what it is. It's tough love. That's what it is.
You know what? I don't want your tough love. This is what I want. I want you
to
keep
that's a game changer then. If you don't want this, then I can't help you.
I want you to keep your word.
Which was?
I kept mine.
Randy, what's that? Tell me.
We weren't going to speak of one another in public.
Negatively. You added that yourself a little earlier.
So calling me a liar is positive?
No, by being able to say to you, if you are caught in a lie, own it, and you'll be a better human being for it. Okay,
you lied about our phone call?
That is a positive. What? Go ahead.
You lied about our phone call tonight.
What? Go ahead. What are you talking about?
I'm just trying to make you be a better person and hold that mirror up to you. You lied about the phone call because you certainly did remember it when we were talking in private.
Well, I jogged my memory. What did I lie about? What phone call?
Me calling you right before Tiffany Marie.
Oh, the one way back when. I don't remember that. So if I don't remember something, it's a lie.
You remembered it, Stellar, but you remembered it when we were talking privately. You remembered it. But now in public, you don't remember
Randy, it. If I had remembered it, are you talking about in the, what you call it, the witness? Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Okay, what private then?
The other night when you was like, I'm sorry I did that. And if I had it to do over again, I wouldn't do it. You have said that to me 2 or 3 times.
I wouldn't do what? I wouldn't go on Tiffany Marie's stream?
Yes.
Oh, no.
No. Oh, I'm lying? Because I think I got that in a message.
My going on Tiffany Marie's stream brought attention to one of the most important things that any community needs, especially where you have fraudulent people, and that's transparency. That was exactly the right thing to do, and I would have done the same thing on anybody's channel.
I have it
I wouldn't have changed one syllable.
I have it in writing where you said if you had it to do over again, you would never do it. I have it in writing. I'm going to find it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I found it.
Randy, the reality is, and you and I, none of us have perfect recall, but I think it's important to show receipts. That's what I did today. I showed receipts. If you find receipts threatening, then, in a sense, it's mirroring back words that you yourself said. I talked today about how a rumor was used against me to make me look like I was a misogynist going after a woman's appearance and looks. That was wrong of you, and it was wrong of Wendy. That was my concern. That's why I brought that up with receipts today. The fact that you apologize for it, thank you. Thank you. Do I expect Wendy? I don't know what she'll do.
Well, you told me that you wanted to speak to Wendy and that you would speak to Wendy in private.
If that's something she wants. I've heard Wendy many times talk about, I don't want to talk to him. I'm not interested. She makes it abundantly clear she has no interest in talking to me. So that kind of is a clue for me, Randy, that why would I pursue that if her interest is not there? She even said more recently, she said, why would I get a hold of Stellar? I'm not going to talk to that guy. She has the worst things to say about me. She doesn't even know me.
But do you remember, I know, whenever you said that you wanted to hug Wendy?
What?
Yes, but it's been a long time ago, and you said I would just give her a hug.
If we can reconcile, I'll give anybody a hug. Yes, provided they're wearing a mask. Yeah, for COVID, of course I would.
Stellar, I feel like you've talked in circles. I don't understand.
Oh my God!
Okay.
You started out. You went for me, and then you said, "Tell me where I've lied." And I start in, and you go, "Okay," and you want to justify everything you said.
I told you I was going to.
Thing. Well, you did the Sean Martin thing, the $1,200 donation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That I said I was Jesus. You walked all that stuff back. Right? Stellar manipulates women. You told me privately, you don't believe that. I mean, I could go on with all kinds of other things. Randy, you have to own your stuff. I'll own mine. This isn't going in circles.
That's the difference. That's the difference.
We're talking truthfully.
I do own my stuff, Stellar.
Well, the latest lie was trying to suggest that I was body shaming German lady. If you want to be real current and up to date, that was not true. I did not do that. Both of you ran with a rumor.
So I lied.
You both ran with well, let me talk. You both ran with a rumor. And the way, if I played the whole video, I did a little bit of it today. It's up on my stream. The things that both of you said to me were awful. Absolutely horrible. Listen to yourselves. It was on your own stream, on Wendy's stream. Listen to yourselves. My God, all I did was play back what you said yourself. Okay. So, I mean, if you don't like what you said, blame yourself. Don't blame me.
Stellar,
I didn't body shame German lady.
Okay.
I didn't.
You know what? And first of all, it's not a rumor when the person that what it was said about comes to you and says, this is what Stellar said about me. So I want you to stop right now saying that I spread a rumor about you. Second of all,
if you haven't verified it, what else would you call it?
I have apologized publicly and privately and publicly again. Stellar, I don't think that you body shame women. I don't think that about you. Okay? I don't. But you have justified everything that you've done to me, the way that you've hurt me repeatedly. You come out as a victim. You do. You come out as a victim.
I am in a way, yeah.
But
you have to tell the truth in this world.
You're no victim, Stellar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. No, you're not. You get a lot of ass pats. You get a lot of attaboys. You get a lot of way to go Stellars. And I get a whole ton of what a piece of shit you are, Randy. That's what I get.
Randy, have you not looked at your own side chat? At what they say of me? Do you know what was said in that apology video over on Wendy's? At the 7-minute, 50-second mark, you said, Randy, since you were in that chat making fun of me. That's what you said. I was in Bombshell's chat making fun of you. And then I sent you a screenshot.
You didn't, and I said, thank you so much. I said, thank you.
Yes, but why would you say that? Because it wasn't true. It was a rumor.
But that's not what I said was you were in a chat that was making fun of me. Not that you were making fun of me. And I even explained that to you, Stellar.
Randy, I have it verbal. Anybody could go to that.
I got it.
Since you were in the chat making fun of me, literally word for word. Believe me, that's exactly word for word.
Let me look. Let me look. I'm looking. Oh, let me look. Oops. Let me see.
It's 7 minutes and 50 seconds.
No, I'm just looking at our messages. Where you said I said that.
I took it right off the video.
Here's what I say. So all the stuff I apologize for, you still throw up to me. You still do that to this day, Stellar. Like, you don't know what forgiveness is. I believe that with all my heart.
You're skipping on to something else. If you go to the video,
I'm going over our messages.
Well, I'm talking about what's literally on the video. Your words that you use yourself. Since you were in the chat making fun of me, that's literally word for word what you said. I never made fun of you, Randy. I defended you.
Okay, and here, no. Where?
7 minutes, and okay, I'm going to tell you. In the video that Wendy, the live stream that Wendy did, apologies and other pronouncements, that's the name of it. At the 7 minute and 50 second mark. That's where you said.
I said you were in a stream making fun of me. I meant, and I, well, hold on, everybody. No, sir. No, you're not twisting my words. I did say that, but you're twisting my words. What I said no. I said you were in a stream making fun of me, meaning the stream holder was making fun of me, and you stayed.
That's not what you said, though. You said since you were in the chat.
That's not what I said.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Twist your own words? I went by literally what you said, Randy.
Still twisting them.
That's what you said. I'm going by your words. If you want to contort them and say, well, I meant you were in a chat where they're making fun of me. The important thing is, what did I say?
Telling everyone that I said and explained to you exactly what I meant. And everyone else understood exactly what I meant, except you.
Randy, you need to go back and listen to that.
And I'll go back later.
On top of that, what's the most important thing about this? I sent you the entire side chat, all of the comments that I made when I was over there. And it was one side chat comment that I made after another defending you, saying, stop, talking about people's appearance. I was challenging everyone, including Bombshell, not to go low like that. And I sent you all of those. You got them in Twitter. Right?
Yes, you did. I told you thank you. And then I appreciated it, right?
So when you say, since you were in chat making fun of me, that's so far from the truth. Of course I'm going to stand up for myself. If I don't do that, who will? Everybody has to do that for themselves. If we stop and if we roll over and don't say, wait a minute, you have no right to lie on me about that. I defended you. I didn't make fun of you.
Stellar, what have I done to you that made you go live tonight? You just said, oh, let me talk about Randy tonight.
You know what I've been doing? I'll try to answer that as best I can. You tried to suggest it had something to do with Wendy's today. It had nothing to do with that. I was rather pleased with Wendy, actually. I was, to be perfectly honest, what Wendy did today, it was exciting to hear about her son. It really was. And the whole ministry thing. That all of it was positive, pretty much. Okay. I wasn't a part. They didn't bring me up. I wasn't dragged. There was nothing negative. That did not motivate me at all, as you suggested. I have been going through this information. Okay. I told you that stream that you and Wendy did, almost 3.5 hours. I went through that. I told you it took me more than 4 hours to go through that, piece by piece, to see if what my ears told me actually happened. And I
Yep.
finally had a chance to put things together.
And
This
I
was
told
coming. This was
we
coming for a
thought
while.
we thought based on Wendy V's video that you were upset about the lizard thing.
No.
I know that now. But that's what we apologized profusely for that night.
But
Because we
Randy, if
thought
you
that's
listened to
what.
my video, you would have known it wasn't that.
What did I tell you I don't do on here? I don't watch
Well,
videos about me. I
Well,
don't
you
read
know what?
comments
Then
about me.
if you're not going to watch them, why do you comment?
I don't comment. This Stellar tonight, I was sent a link and
Oh.
said, and the person that sent it to me said, I thought y'all were good. Why is he talking about you? So I went
Yeah.
in and listened. I was watching the chat. The chat was talking bad about me. Don't say you don't let him because you did. And I understand that because I know how my chat does. I know.
Anything I can stop on there that's bad, I will do that. And I picked mods out that hopefully would do that. And I want to see where I'll go back through
Really,
them.
you have Corey as a mod. Come on.
I haven't had it to protect her. That's the reason. But I've had other, I had a lot of stuff going on. I haven't had a chance to go back and review it. Where I find people who have talked bad about you, I will challenge them. And that is exactly what I'll do. I don't know if anybody else does that, but that's what I will do. Because I don't think it's right that anyone is going to be smeared who happens to be coming in a side chat. Whether they're on panel or not, doesn't matter. They shouldn't be treated. They should be treated with respect. And I mean everybody.
Yeah, you did write about me in your chat tonight because I was in there and I saw I stepped away and then I saw it because I said Stellar. Oh, I honestly couldn't believe that you were live talking about me.
Randy, you have done so many live streams where you've gone live and talked about me, and I've probably deja vu. We both had that same experience.
Never after we just had.
Well, you and I have talked about that. If you want to go back into it again, 2 hours does not make up for probably closer to since February, what, 4 or 5 months at least.
Stellar, we just had that 2-hour conversation, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it was, and agreed to not speak about one another, and you did.
Negatively. You're leaving, Randy, I'm sorry. But yes, okay. Thank you.
So I'm sorry, Collins, negatively. So you're saying
I just got done telling you.
Stellar, then I know, you know. Okay, did you not see my community last night? I'm like, and this, I promise y'all, this is not gaslighting. This is where I want you to open your eyes, where you want others to think about what they do, and you want me to think about what I say, and I get that. I'm supposed to. Did you not see my community post last night where I was supposed to go live last night, and I said family emergency? I can't go
no,
live.
I didn't. Actually, I didn't. I just kind of figured out what those are, but no, I'm not, I don't go to those.
Okay. Well, family emergency. I got other stuff going on in my life. That's something that that I shared with you. And you still, Randy's down. I'll never believe that you didn't know I was at work because my work.
Well, I'm sorry, but you understand
down,
wrongly.
I'm going to kick her. And you have a lot of people on here fooled, Stellar, and it hurts me.
Randy,
why don't you care that I admit that I hurt you and I've apologized? You have never apologized to me.
Randy, look, I do that tonight on my stream, or maybe you missed that. I talked about the comment that had been made about you, or that went up on Tiffany Marie's stream. Did I not apologize about that, or did you miss that? I'm asking.
No, well, you said, well, here, if I haven't apologized for it, I'll do it now.
Yes, and did I not apologize?
8 months later, yeah, thanks, Stellar.
Okay, well then maybe okay, it doesn't matter when, huh? Okay, so you wanted that apology, and I really understand better now why you wanted it. So I gave you that apology. I mean, well, why is that somehow? Is it wrong?
I don't
Randy,
know.
You know what I think is wrong? Seriously, Randy.
Hold on. Let me say one more thing. Here's the difference. Here's what I can promise you. When I forgive somebody, it is gone. I never throw it up to them. Ever. I don't do that. I was raised well. Once you forgive, you can't forget, but
Randy,
you don't throw it up. Anything that I have apologized for, Stellar, you have threw it back up to me tenfold.
Let me explain that, because I'm really glad you're talking about that. You're saying forgive, and I 100% agree with you. Forgiveness is there, but do you realize there's a difference between when you forgive someone for something they've done and reconciling for what they've done? You realize what the difference is there? When you forgive someone, let's say Tucker took out a loan for $5,000 with me. That's real. I forgave him for that. Have I been reconciled? No. What would it take to reconcile? Well, maybe at some point repaying the loan, right? When it comes to you and I with situations like that, if we're talking about, for example, saying, hey, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that you were shaming a German lady for her looks, let's say. I apologize. And I forgive you for that. Are we reconciled? And I'll tell you right away, we're not. And I'll tell you why. And this is an important point, because we have not corrected the past mistake. Publicly, there was damage done. And that's what I think has been done by design, to try to tear down my character for a whole other nefarious reason. But the fact is, when you apologize, that was a wonderful thing. And thank you for doing it. But are we reconciled? No, we're not. We're reconciled when the community has been told, hey, the community realizes Stellar was lied about or was spoken about falsely. The whole community has been told that, and they have to understand that that was not true. That's what reconciliation is about. It's about dealing with the community effect, not just you and I, Randy, not just you and I.
No. Let's call it what it is.
That's what it is.
Well, no, it's rules for thee, but not for me. That's what that is. I can't make an entire community see you. They're seeing you now, Stellar. They're seeing
you. Can tell them that you did, and that's what you did tonight, Randy. Perfect.
Oh my gosh.
That's all I'm saying. You did reconciliation tonight when you said that, basically what was said about Stellar attacking German lady's appearance. When you said that publicly, you reconciled the situation. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. But you, even though I had apologized, let me ask you this, on your panel tonight, when you were saying Randy never apologized, did you not say Randy did apologize privately, but she didn't apologize publicly?
I was speaking about that publicly.
No.
Because the community, you and I,
transparent with your audience tonight that I had spoken to you and apologized to you, while you got people like
that's
Jamie.
A private conversation between you and I.
Wow. See,
it is. It's a private conversation between you and I.
To point out to everyone in your chat that's calling me shit.
I was talking about Wendy. Go ahead.
Janie saying that I bring no value to your life. You don't need me. I brought nothing to our friendship. Blah, 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 blah. You let that go on a lot. That is said a lot. And that's fine.
Are you saying that happened tonight on the side chat?
I don't know if it happened. Well, she said some things tonight, but I don't put any validity in her words. But I'm saying, if you want transparency, you didn't give it tonight. You wasn't transparent with your audience when you acted like I have not apologized to you profusely in every way. And how many times have you messaged me? I could count them if I wanted to go through it. We have tons of messages, and I really don't want to go through them all. Walk it back, Randy. Walk it back. When are you going to make this right? When are you going to make this right?
Randy, you're moving on to old stuff. You want to go there? Because we can. I'm just saying, we were talking about the German lady. Look, if you want to jump all around like a moth on a light, I can do that too. But I don't think that accomplishes much.
The deflection about not being transparent on your panel tonight.
There's no deflection. I'm trying to answer your question. You were talking about, did I share with on my own live stream about our private conversation? No. What I did share was what was publicly, I'm talking about reconciling. The people in the community heard a rumor passed off as if it was true that I had body shamed German lady. That was a public event. That's what I wanted corrected. What you and I did privately is wonderful. And then tonight, we're actually doing the public reconciliation. That's why I'm here. And I'm grateful that you have said what you said about that. Thank you. They're two different things. They're two different events.
But don't you think you would have got a big thank you if you had said, Randy did apologize to me, instead of making me out to be some kind of douchebag that didn't apologize? Because that's exactly what you did.
It was a private conversation. At that time, I wasn't probably thinking, should I talk about it, because it was private. That was between you and I. I stuck with the whole thing that had been said publicly. And I'm just telling you where my mind was, because I was shamed. I was shamed publicly over there on Wendy's by both of you. I was shamed that I felt I had every right to speak out and say, but I have the facts and receipts to prove that, in fact, what was said about me over there on Wendy's stream was, in fact, untrue.
You
public
lied.
There was no lie there. That was the truth.
Sometimes an omission is a lie. When you said tonight, and I heard you say it, I never got an apology. That was
I'm talking about a public apology, and I was talking about Wendy. Wendy apologized over and over.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, well, let me finish. Wendy apologized over and over again, repeatedly, about the. She said I look like a lizard. All right, and I'm like, oh, okay, but I don't want an apology for that. I would never ask for that. The more important issue, you never apologized for. And I'm speaking about primarily Wendy. I believe I did say tonight on my stream a while ago that you may have apologized, but it wasn't specific. In fact, if you go back, and I'll do it as well, I believe I actually said that on my stream tonight, that Randy did apologize, but it wasn't clear from the point of view of where Wendy was going, because Wendy was talking about over and over again, it had to do with the lizard comment. And that wasn't the point.
Let me find Wendy V's. Let me see if Wendy V's video is still up. Where we was, I mean, trashed. Because it just looks like two people just beating Stellar down.
Well, she played, I think it was Randy. My video was 12 minutes, and I believe hers was 9 minutes. So she left 3 minutes out.
Well, actually, hers was 17 minutes and 51 seconds. So,
are you sure about that?
No,
I don't think so.
Hold on. No, I'm not sure. There's one with Wendy's name in it. Okay,
I think
hers is 8 minutes.
Thank you.
31 seconds. Yeah, there's two.
And mine was 12 minutes. I was right about that. She left about 3 or 4 minutes out.
But the thing is what was in her clip was about the lizard. And that's what we apologized for. That's what we apologized for. But then again, listen to me.
It wasn't just about the lizard.
But you get on here and you talk about being transparent. And I, honest to God, think I am. I really think I am. I do. And you tonight got up there and you said, this is what you said. You said, I never got an apology from either one of them.
Well, I guess you're going to ignore what I said when I indicated tonight that Randy did apologize. And I think that you need to go back, and I'll look it up myself. I'll send it to you like I do everything on a Twitter, if you like, and you can see for yourself. How about that? It's called receipts. How about that?
Okay. All right. Because I heard it with my ears, and I was like, I said, Stellar, you're lying.
I never lied. Not at all.
Oh.
But the way I was... No, I didn't. That's not true. You need to show receipts. Every time someone says something, you have to back it up with facts or it didn't happen. Let's play fair.
Okay. Receipts.
That's right. Thank
German
you.
lady came into chat and told us that herself. We were reacting to German lady's words, not a rumor. Thank you, Lily Rose. Actually, I have brought that up several times tonight. No,
The
he
thing of
doesn't.
it is, keep in mind, Randy, that's a clip channel. That's a clip channel. And if you're going to take something, a clip channel takes things out of context. They don't play the whole thing. If you're going to take, thank you. Then if you're going to go by that, then you're simply going by half of what's real. Get the full story. My video was only 3 minutes longer. So, I mean, it wouldn't have been difficult to actually go and say, hey, let's make sure we understand this. But that wasn't done. And so I was shamed for attacking German lady when I shouldn't have been. That was awful. You got to go back and listen to how Wendy went after me. It was horrible.
Okay, and what did I do? I pulled it away from looks. I pulled it away from, excuse me, but that wasn't good enough. Absolutely wasn't good enough for you, Stellar. Again, I'm going to say, I don't understand after we talked privately why you brought me up tonight.
Well, I'll tell you for the umpteenth time, there's a difference between you and I being able to forgive each other for things that go on between us and reconciling with the rest of the community. If I was to tell a horrific tale about you, Randy, to the community, and then they're like thousands of people think that you did this awful thing, right? Let's say I called you a pedophile. You're not, but let's say I did. And then the community, oh, wow, Stellar, he knows what he's talking about. Well, that must be true. I can say to you privately, Randy, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Well, the rest of the doggone community is still running with the lie I told. That's called reconciliation. The rest of it has to be reconciled.
But you know what I would do?
What?
Is I would come out here and say, you know what, man, Stellar and I spoke, and this is what, he said this. I would do that.
Again, as I said, if you will fact, you're not letting. Yes, I told you that. I said Randy did apologize, and I'm going to find you that clip. But apparently you don't want to wait for a little bit for me to do that. I'll send it to you on Twitter. I go with facts, fact checking.
But make sure that you send it before I came in chat. The things you said before I came in chat, because
What, you talking about tonight, before you came in tonight on chat?
Yes.
How can I? What are you talking about? How can I talk about something before it's happened? At what point in remember now, I did 2 streams. I had a technical problem. So I'm trying to remember right now myself. It was in the first stream or the second stream. I can't send you a clip when I'm in the middle of a stream. And I don't even know what you want. Are you kidding me?
I didn't ask you for a clip in the middle of the stream. I told you what I heard you say, and I came in and said, Stellar, that's not true, or that's a lie.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of doing a stream, and you want me to do what? Randy, that's really asking a bit much. For me to go back, I can't start clipping.
What did I just ask you to do? What did I do? I didn't ask you to do anything.
Well, what I said I'm willing to do is to go back and find the part. You seem to be asking me one thing. You seem to be asking me, Stellar, did you even remember to say on your live stream that I apologize to you, Stellar? That seems to be what you're asking. And I'm saying to you, I did say you apologize, and I'm willing to find you that clip.
Okay, because you just said, no, I didn't tell them because it was a private conversation.
No. But I'm talking about in terms of whatever we said in private. I'm going to try to avoid talking about private conversations, okay, out of just respect. But in terms of just in general, us being able to say, hey, we reconciled something. I believe I said somewhere along the line, because I recall you apologizing, and that's what I want to find for you, and that's what I want to send to you, and then you can look at that and decide whether I was trying to be helpful there. That seems to be what you're asking me for. And keep in mind, Randy, in that we keep going back to that same one on Wendy's stream. You said that basically that I was in that side chat at Bombshells making fun of you. And of course, that isn't true, and I proved that with receipts. So,
I hate the
of
word
course,
receipts. Also, let me
well,
say
whatever,
this.
whatever.
Let me say, you keep saying that Diane said receipts or it didn't happen. Diane never said that. Diane didn't start that. Katie says that. Was it
Katie,
Diane?
okay, thank you. Thank you.
I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to argue. You maybe you
Can I
don't know. Hold on, Stellar. Do
go
you
ahead?
know you're a right fighter?
Oh, I think I'm very much in that kind of mode. Absolutely. I have been my whole life. There's a reason for it. And I
But
think
you
of it
don't.
as a good thing. Yeah, I'm a right fighter, sure.
But you don't have to be right about everything.
No, and I'm not.
Sometimes you have to open your heart and say, you know what? Tonight I went back on my word to Randy and I really hurt her.
No,
So
actually, I
maybe I
didn't go
should.
back.
Oh,
No, I didn't.
Stellar, you did.
No, I didn't. Can I tell you why I didn't? Because I've tried, but I don't think you understand. Let me tell you why I didn't go back on my word. If I went back on my word and was dragging you, that would be going back on my word, right? If I dragged you, if I said, and I gave you this example earlier, if I made some snarky comment about, ha ha ha, look at Randy's bad haircut, or Randy's a pedophile, or it's just some stupid lie, that's horrible. That would be going back, right? That would be just tearing you to pieces. Why I didn't do that. What you don't understand about me, and probably a lot of people don't, is that I am a person who believes that a true friend will challenge you to be a better human being, and I expect it back. And when you get challenged, you don't like it, do you? And neither do a lot of people don't like it. It's
So
inconvenient.
okay, so
When I challenge you, and people, I think these clip channels have done silly stuff with it. Like they say, Stellar says, the truth is a brutal taskmaster. Well, the truth is, it hurts when it comes out. And you go, shit. But you know what the result of that is, Randy? You can be a better human being, and so can I. A better
well,
human being. That's what
you
a
know,
friend does for you.
well, but here's the thing, Stellar, is
That's a
you
friend.
I don't get to tell you how to feel. I don't get to tell anybody in this world how they feel. I just sat here and said that I was hurt. And you just basically told me I didn't have a right to be.
No, I never
And you
said
know
in
what?
those
Hold on,
words. No.
Stellar. Hold on. And you know why you said that, Stellar? One, you want to be right. Two, you weren't listening. You was waiting on your turn to speak.
Randy, you're not saying I literally said those words, right? I didn't literally say you have no right to your feelings.
No, I'm not
You
saying you said that.
Thank you. Okay. I'm just, we're also dealing with the difference between men and women from Venus and men from Mars or whichever it is. That, women sometimes lead with feelings, men lead with logic. I'm a fact checker. I'm a logic guy. I'm kind of like Spock. So, yeah, I might not pick up on the feelings. I'm an INTJ in Myers Briggs. I'm probably not going to be connected to feelings right off the bat. I own that. I'm a right fighter, right? I mean, all of that's probably very true about me. But in my heart, do I feel like I tried to be a friend to you? Oh boy, yeah. I'm spending my time with you. I wouldn't waste my time with other people.
And I spent my time with you, and you shit on me. And
Oh,
you
I shit on
forget.
you.
Hold
Okay.
on. Hold on, Stellar. You did shit on me. You did. Yes, sir. I'm not saying I didn't shit on you. I'm saying you shit on me.
You had diarrhea on me. I
You
might have pooped on you
never.
once.
Oh, hold on. No, Slick, you ain't going to sit here and lie because you had me going on apology tour 2020. I was on every panel walking it back, walking it back, walking it back. You know who never walked a damn thing back? You.
Maybe because you had a lot to walk back. It's not all equal. Randy, maybe you had more to walk back.
In your Stellar,
Why
my
did you walk
pain,
it?
my
Randy,
pain.
look, why did you
Okay,
walk it
listen.
back?
My hurt from what you've done to me is just as valid as the hurt that I did to you, but not in
Okay,
your
I
eyes.
agree. I agree.
I am sick of somebody saying, this is what I could promise you. I will never utter your name on here. I promised you that when we were talking privately. You said basically the same thing. Maybe we said in a bad way, but I sure didn't hear any good news about me tonight, Stellar. All I heard was you saying bad things and your chat saying bad things.
Randy, the road to the best is achieved by looking at the worst. We will never be better people. You know why I don't go after Miss effing Wonderful or pick anybody else? Because I don't know them. I'm not interested in them. They're not my friends. I'm not saying I'm heartless, but I'm spending time with you because I give a damn about you. You don't like it that it's tough love. That's really what this is about. That's how I go about things. And I'm just explaining. That's who I am.
I have my oldest daughter. I practice a lot of tough love with her. Okay.
Good.
But you know what I don't do is break her heart.
Well, you know what? I don't control anybody's heart, and your feelings are yours. I never manipulate you in any way. You could have told me. And by the way, the whole time about going to Tucker and talking about that on your stream, said unnamed person was the one who actually told me where I was going to go on that stream. You're not fragile. Women are strong. You can say to me, Stellar, screw off. You don't deserve an apology. And that's up to you. You know, I'm only challenging you and you're challenging me back, but we have to show receipts. We have to say, hey, look, it's based on something in reality. And you're not a weak.
I don't have to show anything. I'm telling you.
You're not a weak woman.
I'm not weak, but
No, you're not. You're strong, and you don't have to say, hey, I felt obligated to do this. That's up to you. You're an adult. You're an adult like the rest of us.
You know what? I did feel obligated, and
that's on you. That's on you.
That was on me, and I did come to you, and I did say it, and you got on here and went victim, just like you did tonight with your ass pats in your chat from the people. I can only imagine what your private conversations are like. I can only imagine, Stellar.
What private? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about how you talk about me in private. Because if
this is a lot of times, to be honest with you, you know what? You're not really the object of a lot of conversation. To be perfectly honest,
you're not. Because
you're not, and I bet you I'm not either. At least I hope I'm not.
No, Stellar, I don't talk shit about you.
My conversations with you are pretty much with you. As far as people in private, that doesn't happen. I can't even. I'm trying to think when it might have happened last. It's not having a go at you. I'm in one. I joined my first Discord, okay, and it's an open public one. It's over there on Wendy V's. I didn't belong to one before that, and I'm not sure it's where I want to be. But I'm not over there in any group behind the scenes ripping you a new one. That's not who I am. I don't do that. Just letting you know.
Get on your public platform and go at me tonight when I can't defend
I show
myself.
Receipts. Tonight I went with receipts. That's all I ever do.
No, well, Receipts is playing a stream. Okay, I could play your stream right now and debunk half.
You can, yes. I wish you would do that. Oh my God, I would love that.
Same exact thing to you that
Randy,
you do to me. But
Randy, please do that. Please do that. That's called receipts. I would love it if you would do that.
I will do that, Stellar, but you're not going to like it.
I'll be good as long as you're showing receipts, Randy. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just, hey, let's run our mouth. And he said, she said, and nobody shows receipts.
Well,
receipts are good. What?
You just had a stream. You talked about.
Show
okay.
them.
Who did you talk about in your stream? Me.
And Wendy. Pretty much. Yeah.
Why?
To be able to reconcile the lies that were told about me, which I did, with proof, right? Which I did. Proof from German Lady. Did you even see that? Did you know I went on live stream with German Lady? Did you know about that?
I heard about that tonight. But here's the thing: is it really isn't? You know what?
Oh, you should listen. You should hear that.
I probably will. I love German Lady. Here's the thing.
I do too.
Is you have, this, in my opinion, lost yourself because you were on here screaming receipts. Oh, hold on, let me speak. you're screaming receipts over human feelings. You would rather me show receipts than tell you how I feel. And I don't appreciate that.
Well, this is the difference between men and women, maybe a little bit. This is a great conversation, by the way. I mean, Randy, I'm listening to every word you say. No, as a guy, a lot of guys aren't tuned into feelings as much as women are. Don't you think? I mean, I think that's a given.
I don't know, I guess, but here's what. I know if I go to my husband and I say, Jim, you hurt my, and in fact, he hurt my feelings the other day with a silly Facebook status, and he was joking. He was just joking. And I said to him, I said, Jim, I know you were joking, but it really hurt my feelings. He said, I am so sorry. I would never hurt you on purpose. And he erased the post. That is what I expect. Not because he's my husband, but because he's a good human. My husband is really, really, really good at being a human. And you know what? Sometimes I suck, but for the most part, I like to think, you know what? I'm a pretty damn good person. And I don't need anybody to tell me that. And I don't have to go around telling people that. I don't have to give receipts to prove what I do. I don't have to do that, Stellar. I show them by my actions.
Well, your actions are receipts, and that's all I did tonight. Your actions and your words and everything, those are receipts. And when they're put out there in black and white, yeah, that helps. It clears the air. I mean, if you don't like what you said, then don't say it. I mean, those are things people have to own it.
Well, you know what? Practice what you preach. Do you like everything that you say?
I've said that many times. No. And when I screw up, I'm good with someone showing me a receipt and saying, hey, Stellar, here's what you said. I go, okay, let me see it. And I go, geez, I screwed up. I'll apologize. But, pulling something out of thin air or just running with someone running their mouth and not showing receipts or a half truth. No, I'm not good with that.
Stellar, you told half truths tonight.
Such as
Randy didn't apologize.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you, either you're going deaf or I'm not able to articulate it clearly. I just got done telling you on my stream, I did acknowledge you apologized.
After I came in and said,
no, I don't know.
Apologize.
Randy, I don't know what point of the stream. I'm telling you the truth. I did say it. I don't know if it was there was 2 streams, keep in mind. I don't know if it's the first one or the second one. But I'm telling you, it was said, and I'll go back and find you that clip and send it to you like I always do. And then you can go ahead and let me know what you think. So, I mean, you want to say that a 5th time? I've already said I did.
I don't. I'm exhausted.
Well, I told you that I said, I spoke about your apology, Randy. I spoke about it.
You said tonight, Randy, you're kind of looking pretty stupid here or bad or whatever, and maybe I was because I couldn't speak. I was in chat, but I
didn't want you to be at a disadvantage.
I just told you last night that I don't have a day off. I don't see it. Right now, God. I don't see a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't believe you didn't know I was at work. I'm sorry. I just don't.
Randy, I don't, honest to God, I don't know what the store hours are. If you go in when they open or you every day close, I don't know. But I know that sometimes I see you from time to time. All I knew was what you wrote me in your Twitter. Okay. Do you want me to read that again? You didn't give me your hours. I didn't know if you're working the open shift or the close up shift. I didn't know. Do you want me to read what you wrote?
No, it's okay. I know, Jeff. You sat here and you said he didn't say it because it was said in private. And now you're saying you did. So I know that you're going to go find me the clip, and that's fine. That's fine.
Well, do you want me to or not?
I don't.
It's up to you.
Let me read a comment from here because this is so. It said, "Wait, so she's deaf and stupid when she doesn't agree with you, but you are just a man from Mars when you don't agree with her." And I have to agree that when you don't agree with me, you get to forget. You get to say,
I didn't call you stupid. Randy. I didn't.
I got to be honest. I didn't hear you call me stupid.
That's right. That's very unfair. That's what people in side chat do. Let's just throw a whole bunch of stuff in there.
No. I wasn't going to go with it and say that you did call me stupid because I didn't hear that.
No, I'm talking about the person that wrote it.
But what you're hearing, you're not hearing what they're saying. You're just focusing on.
I'm not even looking at side chat. I don't have it open. I'm not looking at it. To be perfectly honest, I'm not.
Okay, I understand. I don't blame you. But what if I don't understand, or because you, honest to God, you did say no, I didn't, because that was a private conversation, and because I said that, then you came back with, so you're deaf, or I don't know if you're deaf.
I said it because you haven't. I said it at least 4 or 5 times. Are you not hearing me? I mean, my God, what's going on? How many times do I have to go back over that? You keep asking me. You know, Randy, you think you've got something on me with that? Oh. And I'm willing to go back and say, look, I'll go through my entire 2 streams and find it and send it to you. What more do you want from me?
I don't think I have any. That's the difference in us.
I mean, I feel, you know what I feel? I feel like you're trying to find something on Stellar. Let's get Stellar in some kind of compromising situation where we can say, look, he did something wrong. He's not so perfect. That's what I feel like you're doing.
Stellar, no.
Yeah, Stellar, yes. Well, those are my feelings. Okay, those are mine.
I understand. I'm trying to explain to you, and I accept that you feel that. That's the difference in us. I get that you feel that way. I understand. The thing is,
I get your feelings as far as I can. You know, this is why I wanted to talk to you in private, and why I think usually when you do that in private, you get a lot more accomplished. I wish we had 4 hours instead of 2 hours. Well, we got started. We got started. That's what we did. But when we're on here, we get distracted by all kinds of snarky side chat comments because people are going to send you messages saying, say this, say that, catch him in this, catch him in that. No, I'm just saying a lot of people on side chat, that's what they have a tendency to do. They defend their friend whose channel that they're on. That's what they do.
When I talk to you in private, I feel like it was for nothing now, because we had a great conversation, and then I feel like you just erased it tonight.
Randy, did you think that 2-hour conversation was a fix for everything that went on for months? Did you really believe that?
No. Did we not discuss that though? That we were going to start from there and move forward?
Yes, but you know what? There's a lot of damage control, a lot of repair. You know, we were in a much better place months ago. And
I'm not trying. That's the difference in us. I'm not trying to do damage control. If you want to get over there on your panel and say that I'm some piece of crap, then that's fine. That's your opinion. Damage control is for the birds. I wasn't worried about YouTube. I was trying to save our friendship, not for the sake of YouTube. And it sounds to me like you wanted to do this for the sake of YouTube. That's how I feel.
Well, I've explained it, and I'll do it one last time, very quick and to the point. You and I, when we talked privately, we talked about forgiveness, right? Sorry, we said this. Sorry, we said that. And that was a good thing, I felt. Okay, I'm not speaking for you. I'm speaking for me. That's called forgiveness. What we do on here publicly is reconciliation, because the public was involved when I was dragged. When I was being accused of something based on a rumor that was false about how I was attacking another woman's appearance, to me, that's serious. And when that went on, that needs to be addressed publicly because it happened publicly. We did not do that in our private conversation, Randy. All we did was talk about, okay, hey, sorry that happened. That didn't fix the public problem. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what had to be done today. And that's what motivated my live stream to be perfect. It had nothing to do with Wendy. Zero.
But what I said to you, you don't mind starting rumors about me and Wendy, but you do mind people starting rumors about you. You have to
What
care.
rumor did I start? What rumor?
I don't know, Stellar. You got over there and spouted out God knows what. If somebody says something in a side chat about you, it bothers you, and I get that. I
So,
used to.
so are you
Hold on.
saying I started a
You
rumor?
interrupt me every time I speak. Do you know that?
Okay, I apologize. I'm wrong. I apologize.
When someone, and I used to be right where you're at when I first started YouTube. If somebody talked about me in a side chat, I went live. If somebody talked about me, I went live and defended myself. Some things don't have to be defended. Some things, and then even the people that are so cruel to me, you explained to me why you were nice to them, and I accepted that, didn't tell a soul. I accept you for how you are, but you want to change me. You said tough love. I want you to do. I don't understand
I
how.
just want you to tell the truth. As simple as that.
I have told the truth.
Oh, you asked me where you've lied, and I just got started.
Oh, okay. Continue on then.
Well, that's up to you. But Randy, what's this rumor you're talking about? Did I start a rumor on you?
Oh my gosh, it was just an example, Stellar.
Okay, so there's no rumor that you're clearly talking about. Thank you. Just checking. Well, the other thing, there's all kinds of different examples. I'm not here to crucify you. If I bring out more examples of you lying to me than when I've lied on you or whatever, what's the point in that? Really, what's the point? And that's the major reason why I thought it would be good if we did all this privately, because I knew we'd get further, possibly because our egos aren't involved, because the whole community is not there rooting for one or the other.
You know what?
That's a bad place.
Honestly, my ego is not involved in this.
Well, good. I'm glad.
My feelings were really hurt tonight. I felt honest to God, I felt like the breath got knocked out of me because of our private conversation. That you're poo-pooing away like, oh well, we did talk, but it didn't matter because
it mattered in terms of forgiveness, but it didn't matter, and it didn't change what everyone else in the community had heard was a lie.
Do you have a list? Do you have a list of things that I have said about you? Did you write it down?
I have assembled just basically little clips and things. Why do you ask?
The reason I ask is because I feel like I can't win because you're gonna keep going on you kind of twisting my words and saying, well, Randy, you said this and you should have said that, and you said this and it was a lie and it was a half truth, and that's just simply, it's just.
Well, like, Randy, let me give you an example. You said, let me see if I can find it here.
And didn't you say I don't do PowerPoint presentations, but you do?
No, I don't. What are you talking about? Thank you for saying that.
You do presentations.
Well, we all do when we do a video. Yeah, a video is a presentation, but PowerPoint, no. What's that all about?
I feel like a friend is a friend. That's just how I feel, Stellar.
Well, now don't jump off the PowerPoint. At least help me understand that. What's with that?
What?
Well, I mean, Wendy in particular talks about he's doing another PowerPoint, and you just brought it up just a moment ago.
Yeah,
I don't even do. I don't do PowerPoints. I'm just telling you.
It's like a figure of speech, Stellar. We don't really mean that you have a stick and a whiteboard and you're, putting dots here and connecting the dots. We don't mean that. It is just a figure of speech.
Okay, but a PowerPoint is it's part of the Microsoft Office suite. It's an actual program, like Publisher or Word. It's another one of their, and I'm thinking, she keeps saying PowerPoint, do a PowerPoint on racism, I'm thinking, well, I didn't sign up for that. But I don't.
When I say PowerPoint presentation, I'm talking about whenever, I had to do my final and I had to do a PowerPoint presentation. And
right
back then we didn't use that. We used a board and we had to make the big point. And then what led us to that conclusion. That's what I'm talking about, Stellar.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. I'm glad you clarified it. Because, I mean, when someone says something, if it sounds like that's what they're talking about, I don't use PowerPoint. But if you want me to switch you said I was a priest, right?
No, I
And then I
didn't.
left to
No, I
get
didn't.
married.
No, I
Yes,
didn't.
you did. Yes,
No, I
and I'll
didn't.
tell you where you said it. Exactly those words. The 23 minutes and 16-second mark of
Play it.
point counterpoint. Well,
Play
I
it.
can't. I will. I'll tell you what I'll do, because I can't play it here. Well, maybe I could. You're saying I said I was a priest, then I left to get married. Okay.
No, I told you that
Yeah.
night in private. You never told me you were a priest. What I said was, I read somewhere that he said he left the priesthood or left school for being a priest to get married. That's what I said.
Well, I go with the precision and exactness of words, and I'll tell you what I'll do.
And you know what, Stellar?
I will.
How's
No,
that
wait,
working for
Randy.
you? Stellar,
Randy.
how is that working for you?
Oh, I think it works really well, because if you show a
God bless
fact,
you. Bless your
well,
heart.
if you show a receipt, people go, oh, well, look, you're going to go with he said, she said. No, you got a receipt. That's very important. I'll tell you what I'll do. You did say those words, and I will prove it. I will send it along with the other thing I'm going to send you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Please do.
Thank you. I will do
And
that.
here's the
I'll
thing.
give you a timestamp, and I'll give you a link, and you can listen to it yourself.
I got you, Jeff. Here's the thing, Stellar, is I told you that night. You never told me you were a priest. Never. I never asked you what religion you were. I never asked you what kind of preacher you were. I never asked you any of those questions. Yes or no?
Put that again. Say again, please. Everything
yeah, I'm so tired. I'm gonna have to go. Never in our friendship did I ask you if you were a priest, what kind of preacher you were, what denomination you were, your beliefs.
No, I don't think you did. No. I agree. But I can show you exactly that you said those words.
What I said was, I read somewhere where you left the priesthood to get married, or you was left school to. I don't remember.
But Randy, this is where receipts are important.
Stellar, but here's the thing: you clarified that for me, right? And I shouldn't have said that, because it's not anybody's business.
Well, I mean,
told you that.
But okay, fine. But you know what? This is where wait, I said this, and no, I think you said that, and so we're in disagreement. When you come up with a legitimate receipt and you can show them what they actually said, that's what I'm all about, and that's what I will send to you tomorrow.
Why not just say to me, "This is what you said," and
I did.
Say, well, okay.
I did, and you're saying no, you didn't say it.
Hold on. I said no. I think I said this. Then I said, Stellar, yes, I did. Or I said no, I said this, and then I said, but you know what? I shouldn't have said anything. Why couldn't that be good enough?
Well, I guess in a sense, if it's good for you to be able to just sort of say, hey, the important thing is I shouldn't have said anything, then you go on and on about me talking about why didn't I apologize? Why didn't I mention that you already apologized to me in our private chat? You want precision in certain areas, and maybe I do too, and this is one of them.
Understood. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, Randy. I like you as a human being and as a person. I don't know if we'll. Okay, well, see that right there.
I don't.
I mean, well, Randy,
like you do.
Let me respond to that. Number one, you can't climb inside my head or my heart and tell me anything about what I believe. All you can do, like me, I can't do that with you. But you can't tell people what they think. You don't know that. And I referred to 1 Corinthians. That's Scripture says it's the Spirit within you that knows the truth about you. Not some stranger or someone across the internet who lives in Washington State or Tennessee. No, we have to be honest about that. You may have impressions of me, but oftentimes our impressions are wrong, just like the rumors are wrong.
Can Wendy come up?
Nope.
You won't?
Nope. I have no reason to speak to that person.
Why can't you two squash the beef where y'all are not talking about each other on live streams?
I'll tell you what I will do with Wendy though. When I will speak to Wendy privately, just me and her, or I mean on live if she wants, but not in a group panel. No.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I won't. I'm not gonna. Here's what I'm not gonna do, Stellar. Because we
agreed who is going to speak tonight. That's what we have an agreement.
Absolutely, and that's what I know. What I was about to say was, out of respect, what I won't do is chime in. If it would be one-on-one with you and Wendy, I won't chime in and pounce. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm not here to
feel attacked.
Here's the thing. Apples and apples. You and I are dealing with something that's very important, I think. Maybe not to you. I don't know if it is. I hope it is. But I'm not here to sort things out now with Wendy. And then maybe we can bring up Kit Kat, or maybe we can bring up who knows who else. I'm not here to clean house with everybody.
No,
I was up here only with you.
I have a big problem. Okay.
I'm just using it as an example. That's all. I'm only up here to talk with you.
Okay, I understand.
I'd like you to answer, you said everything he super chats, he held over my head. You remember saying that?
Mm-hmm. I probably said
everything he super chatted.
Hold on. Here's why. Because you went live and showed everything you ever super chatted me.
Randy.
Stellar.
You said that prior to that. You know when you said that?
Not true. Oh, when you sent me the messages saying, why didn't you bring up all the money I sent you in super chats?
You said, let's, if I may.
Oh gosh, I'm tired. Okay, Stellar, just hold on. I have to use the restroom.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, please. Yeah, infidel lady, you had some nasty things to say about me, and you were wrong. And they had to do with the accusations about German lady. And, you were wrong about me. I didn't go after her looks. You said I should apologize to her. And infidel lady, guess what? She apologized to me. And that's a fact, Jack. That's the truth. I know you don't want to hear it. You're one of those very small-minded people that simply want to run with your friend, right or die, right or wrong. It doesn't matter to you, huh, infidel lady? That's where you're at. By the way, I just started to look at side chat. Joey, why don't you do the same, huh? I can see that this side chat is really respectful. Good job, people. Vinny G. I haven't really been watching until just now, so now I can see what's being said. So I have to see what Randy feels about that. And also thank you to the people who hold wrenches for being able to let all the attacking done by the side chat happen. Yeah, so Shell Sour Patch, which you usually attack me yourself as well, and Kit Kat the Lioness, thank you for being respectful and making sure the side chat doesn't say anything derogatory. Thank you for doing that. You didn't do your job, did you?
Oh, I'm back. What happened?
Well, I'm just, for the first time, I opened up side chat, and they're having a go at me. And I just said thank you to Kit Kat, to whoever's on the side chat for making sure that people aren't saying rude things, because they're allowing every rude thing in the world. Look at Jenny Jen. Blah, shut up, Stellar. See that? She's holding a wrench.
Look, listen. They were honestly,
sorry, but that's what they're doing.
For a long time, they were actually being really well. And
well, when did it stop? Because I haven't been watching.
I think they're just worn out from us, and they feel.
Thank you, Warrior Grandma.
Down to me.
Thank you, Warrior Grandma.
Yeah, Warrior Grandma did.
I appreciate that. I mean, it takes an adult to be able to hold their tongue, and it's just sad that the side chat had to go this route.
Okay.
Jen, you say I was attacking the chat? No way. What I did was I brought reality. I said, look what the side chat is doing while the people with wrenches like yourself were sitting around doing nothing about it. That's what I did. I pointed out that the derogatory things that were being said about me. I think I have every right to do that.
Oh, yeah.
See what Rona says? No, the chat has been bashing Stellar all night.
Who says that?
And Randy, I hope you leave it up. I really hope that you will, because I'm going to go back through it, okay?
Oh, Stellar.
What do you mean, oh, Stellar? Am I supposed to not be able to see the truth of what happened? Please. Randy?
They did. Whenever you started talking down to me, they absolutely.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Stellar, look, you see it one way. They see it a different way, okay?
It doesn't matter how you see it. It means you don't become derogatory. That's the point.
Scoot, that's not true. They haven't been.
Oh, really? Then go ahead and look at your side chat and then tell me tomorrow what you think. I just now looked at it, Randy. And it's all there in black and white. You can see what they're saying. Well, I just hope you leave it up, Randy. That's all. You know, why hide the facts? Please don't hide the side chat tomorrow, please.
Okay.
See, look at Lorraine. F off, Stellar. There you go. Infidel lady. Look at infidel lady. Did any of this happen to you over my chat, Randy? Anything as bad and vile as this?
As bad and vile? No. Some mean things were absolutely said. I think you know that.
I'll go back and I'll take care of that. Are you going to do the same? This is basic human respect. I mean, where do we want to be with the drama community? Where do we want to be on social media? Do we want it to get this bad? See, look at Lorraine. F off again, Stellar. See, I mean, that's immature. That's not, you don't score points with your intelligence. You're not making a point. All you're doing is just behaving like a child. Why do that? Why go there? My God.
It was said that Wendy said, someone over there said that she was, I did say that comment. I did. That we were having a cult.
No, I mean, it speaks for itself. That's all I'm saying. I didn't have to attack side chat. You know, somebody said this has been going on the whole night. Randy, I haven't been looking at it until just maybe 3 minutes ago. When you went to use the restroom, that's when I started to look. Yeah, infidel lady, compare this side chat with the one that I did tonight, and open your eyes. See what you find. See what you see.
No, I don't think he watched Debbie. I don't think he did. But look, I honestly, I'm tired. You wanted to talk about money?
Randy, I don't want to wear you down. I don't want you to, if you need to get some rest, I don't know what's up with you, but you need to do what's best for you. I'm good. Whatever you want to do. If you want to talk more, that's fine. If you need to cut this out at this point, I'm good with that as well. I don't know what, like Carrot Top says, Stellar, you're no better than anyone else here. Where did I say I was better? I mean, you know, because I have the ability to speak, does that make me better? Of course not. My God. And then Monique TR, you know what's funny, Monique? You were the one that came to me when you were siding with Tucker during the whole Boyd scandal. Remember Monique TR, Texas Ranger? You're the one that said, hey, Stellar, I'm sorry, I apologize. Remember that, Monique? Because you came at me pretty hard defending Tucker. And then as time unfolded, you found out who the scammer was and the fraudulent one. And it wasn't me. And you apologized. What happened? That's my question for you. But Randy, I don't care. Whatever you want to do. I don't want to wear you down here.
Well, I mean, I am tired. That's just, I'm tired, but I wanted, I don't know what I want. I would like to just get everything done.
Well, it's going to take more than this, I think. Randy, if we went back, that's why I thought maybe, when we did that, I think you called it the witness. The reason why I wasn't wanting to do what we're doing tonight is because oh my God, you asked me, what have I got? I've got a list. Yeah, I think we probably both have in our minds at least some idea of, we got a lot to sort through. And I thought, well, maybe we can do this differently. And if we wanted to go back through all of that, it would take us a week of Sundays to do it. We've just begun to broach the topics, right? I mean, if we want to really, take responsibility for what we've done and what we've said, it's going to take a long time. I mean, I'm willing to do that work, but I also don't know if that's something that would be productive, or if it'd be better for us to just try to work this out privately. When we do this publicly, we bring the whole community into it. It's a big show for them. I'm not sure it's all that effective.
Yeah.
But I'd like your thoughts. I really would.
I don't know. So I don't know at this point what to do, what not to do. I don't. I'm exhausted. I've told you that. I feel like I feel like that an apology for you is nothing. And I don't understand that, but that you have to live your life and I have to live mine. I don't know.
Well, I appreciate your inviting me up here. I'm glad that you did that. So thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I appreciate you coming up. I'm gonna, let's end it. I'm exhausted. I'm about to fall asleep sitting up. And I still gotta take a bath. So I'm gonna go. Thanks for coming up, and let's just stop. If nothing else happens, can you please stop talking about me?
Well, make sure that your co-partner does the same, and if that's what you want to do, we probably could do that. But that means we're just simply saying, look, we're, what would you call it, a freeze? We're just not going to, we don't exist to each other in terms of online. We don't talk about good, bad, indifferent, nothing. Is that what you're saying? I'm just trying to, whatever you want to do, we'll do it.
So it's, I don't understand. So if you're not to talk about me at all, then it's, right. And
well, I'm just saying that okay.
And I can't control what anyone else says on here. I wasn't in that stream when Wendy was talking about, or when somebody talked about you today in the side chat. I wasn't in that stream.
And for the old lady, I'm not on food stamps. I worked my entire life. I started working when I was 17. Well, actually, I had jobs when I was a kid. But Randy, whatever, if you want to think it over, sorry, go ahead.
No, he's not on food stamps. Yeah, we're definitely two different people. So you've got to stop.
Randy, keep in mind, if you went back and counted up the number of live streams, videos that you've made of me, and the number that I've made of you, you might be surprised what the numbers come up with. You might really be surprised. Or if you counted up just a sheer number of minutes or hours that we're talking about each other, that might be a real revelation as well. If you want to just completely say, hey, look, we will never speak of each other again, then we'll make that public, and we won't do that publicly if that's what you want. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, let's just be done. I'm just ready to be done, okay? I'm just ready to be done.
All right. I'm good with that. We'll be done.
Okay. All right. Everybody have a good night. I'm sorry if that I've hurt you, and I won't do it again.
Well,
Thank
and
you.
I apologize too. And I know I've hurt you based on what you shared. Have
All
a
right.
good evening.
You
Okay.
too.
Thanks. Good night.
Bye. Okay, y'all. I have got to go to bed. I appreciate y'all for staying here, listening and being a part of it. I don't really know what we got accomplished, but I really appreciate y'all. Y'all are awesome, and I love y'all. I've got to go to bed. I'm exhausted. Y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all soon. Bye, y'all.